comes to the return in singles, it's really important. Just like your serve, you want to hit it as deep as possible. There used to be kind of a strategy of whoever's there at the net first is going to have the advantage to win the point. It is true, but it's really depending on your approach shot. You have to make sure you have the right ball to come in. You just don't want to come in because you were told to come in. I would really focus on hitting a great shot before you eventually make your way forward. So in that case, if my opponent hits a really, really deep serve and I feel like there's a lot of power behind her serve and I'm on my back foot, my main goal is gonna try, of course, to keep it deep, but I might be going towards a bigger target on the other side, which is the middle. The middle, you can never go wrong with the middle. So if your opponent hits a really good serve and you feel like you're off balance, I would suggest to go back towards the middle, stay back, and then just really hit a great shot down the middle. And then try to find the right ball to come in after that. If, let's say, a good strategy here, when you're returning, sometimes you notice that some players, they prefer to return with the forehands instead of their backhands. So for me, for example, I would rather hit a forehand return because I know it's a highest percentage shot for me, hitting it back with a forehand. So I'm going to position myself a little bit more towards the middle so I can mostly, if the balls are going to my right, I can start the point with my forehand, hitting a forehand, which is my favorite shot. Same thing if I'm on the uneven side here and my opponent is hitting a serve and I want to hit a forehand, I'm going to slightly cheat towards the backhand or towards my left so I can start the point with my forehand and hit a better return. Another one, if let's say my opponent is serving from the even side here, I would say the easiest shot, if you really want to come in behind your return, is to take that ball to the opposite side of the court. So you have the server on its way, moving right off the bat. If the server is serving towards your forehand and you take it down the line, you want to make sure you come in and follow the ball. Okay? If let's say we take this side now, I'm on the uneven side. The server is serving towards my backhand and I'm taking that ball straight ahead. That's a really good idea because you have, again, the server is running. You have the server running right off the bat towards the ball on the other side of the court. Just make sure that you always switch your returns. So sometimes that could be a strategy, right? Going into the match thinking you're always going to go down the line no matter what the serve is. What's going to end up happening is that my opponent is going to notice I'm always returning the ball to the same place. Okay, so make sure if you see your opponent cheating, meaning she's serving and she's already cheating towards her backhand, then that's when I would go cross court. You always want to mix it up so they don't know what's coming. So they can't cheat and hit their favorite shot. Nice, good serve. So what's really important here is when you need to stop your feet. So if I take that ball, so Selena hit this amazing serve, I take this ball straight ahead and I'm on my way up. It's really important that I stop my feet right before she hits the ball. You don't want to stop your feet as she's hitting the ball because by the time you stop your feet as she's hitting the ball, it's very hard for you to move side to side after that. So you want to make sure right before she makes contact with the ball, that's when I'm going to stop my feet. So I'm going to have a better chance of going, if she goes cross court, I have a better chance of cutting the angle. And if she goes straight ahead, that's also an easier shot for me if I stop my feet on time. Sometimes people think they have to make it to the kitchen line on time when they approach or when they come in singles. That's not true. Wherever you are on the court, even if you just barely made it midway, you gotta stop where you are, kind of like in doubles. Your goal is not to make it all the way to the kitchen line. It's to make it far enough that once she's about to hit the ball, making contact with the ball, you stop your feet and you're ready to move side to side. So see how I have her on the run right after hitting the serve? That's what I want as the returner. This is very hard for my opponent if I have her on the run to pass me cross court. That's the hardest shot in pickleball. It's a low percentage shot. So I gotta make sure when I come in and I take that ball straight ahead, stop your feet right before she makes contact with the ball, but also follow the ball. So if I hit it right in front of me, I gotta make sure I cover the straight ahead, because that's the easiest shot in pickleball. It's the one that has a bigger margin of errors. So now after doing that a couple times, I notice that my opponent knows where I'm going. So now I'm gonna trick her and go behind her, go back cross court. So pretend I'm gonna go, yeah. So now it's always good, again, to mix up your return, so you always have the server guessing where she should be going. Now let's say let's say she's pressuring me a lot with her serve, and I don't really like my return. I'm gonna stay back until I have the right opportunity to move forward, which is usually when the ball is a little higher and shorter. So let's see. Nice. That one is short. I'm gonna come in behind my approach shot here just because my wig was forward. I was in a good position, and that's the shot that I want you to hit in order to move forward. Nice, you followed the ball though, that was good. Oh, nice! Oh, yeah, 1-0 for you.